Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Emma, or Rheingold as I go by here, and today I want to talk to you about the Ohio Pen Show. I had a blast, an absolute blast. I know it's been a little bit since the show, but I had a lot of stuff going on. It was my daughter's birthday, and then we had some, family health issues, so it's been a little bit busy over on my end, so I didn't get around to filming this until now. However, I had such a good time. Let's unbox all the things I got, which I got a little bit more. I got more than I thought I would, but that's because I didn't expect them to have the things that I was looking for. So I had some pens that I very much wanted to get, but I didn't know if they'd have them. And I had a lot of concerns about the Ohio Pen Show. It's my first pen show, okay? So this was the very first pen show I've ever been to, and I didn't know what to expect. So I was like, are people going to be nice? Am I going to be like an outsider? Is it going to be crazy busy? Because, I work in video games. I'm used to GDC and Comic-Con where you have to walk right next to each other. You're like this. So I truly just didn't know what to expect, and I was blown away. It's definitely a very chill show. I got the ticket where you got in at 9 a.m. on Friday, which was a really, really great idea. And like I said, it was just such an amazing experience. All the vendors were just wonderful. There were so many knowledgeable people. It really is a very heavy focus on, I would say, the used pen market, which is fine. It's wonderful. I just don't know a lot about that space. And I learned so much about that space. That said, there were a ton of just regular, I hate to say regular because they're all regular fountain pens, but of newer fountain pen models available. You'll see that I got some. And there were maker pens. I had never gotten a maker pen. I got my first maker pen at this event. And so I am absolutely just so thrilled to show you everything that I got. So let's get started. The first thing I want to talk about is I went to River City Pen Co. and I got this beautiful nib holder. Now I knew I wanted a pink one, but I didn't know that they had this one. And this one was stunning. I think they called it champagne. It looks just like champagne. And when I saw that they had the Kakamori nib in copper, I thought it couldn't be a more perfect match. So I did pull the trigger on the Kakamori nib. I have wanted this particular one for, it feels like ages, probably months. And I finally got it. It's funny because when I was in Japan, I was looking for it and I didn't find it because I didn't actually go to the Kakamori store because we just didn't have the time. And tell me that's not perfect. That is just the most perfect combination. I've already used it and I love it. It can write very fine, very broad. It puts down a lot of ink. The pen holder, the nib holder is just, it's gorgeous. And I will say, Mike, I think that's his name. I'm really sorry if I'm getting your name wrong, from River City Pen Co. He was amazing. He was so kind. And he explained, I had some really stupid questions and he definitely explained them to me. And I could just talk to him forever. So just super nice. Really enjoyed my time at River City Pen Co. And I will actually be using this to swatch all the inks I got because I'm going to swatch everything I got. But yeah, this was one of my way too many purchases. And then let's talk about my first true maker pen, which I got there. So this is from Edison Pen Co. And guys, to say that I knew I wanted this pen when I went to the pen show is an understatement because I had been stalking their Instagram account. Look at her. Oh my God, she's beautiful. This is cold plasma, I think is what they call it. And it's the Les Elysiens. I don't know how to pronounce French. I'm trying really hard, guys. Look at, I don't know if it's coming up in the camera, but just look at the shimmer on this. It's so stunning. And it is tuned by the person who, the gentleman who runs the shop. I'm really bad with names. He told me his name. He's a wonderful man. He tuned it for me and I love it. It's a very juicy medium. And I do like a juicy medium. So let's just see here. This, I got pen 3 out of 12. So let's just write that down. I have already inked it. Actually, the minute I got this pen, I went over and I bought this ink, the Lord of the Rings Dawning Silver, because tell me this does not look like a magic wand. Does it not look like a magic wand? So I had to get that one. But look at how juicy this writes. It's so, so beautiful. I am in love with it. And I kind of now feel like I need to learn more about maker pens, because I would never in a million years have thought about a pen looking this gorgeous. Like, look at this shape. It's wild. And I did ask him, like, how did you come up with this shape? And he said it started with the grip. Like, he wanted this grip in particular. And then in order for this grip to be what it is, he said that this is the piece that he felt went with it. And then he couldn't just have like a basic boring cap. So he took this cap and put it with it. And it like all started from the holder, and it's perfect. It's a wand in my mind, you know, Wingardium Leviosa, all that good stuff. And I love it. So yes, it did have to get the Lord of the Rings Dawning Silver ink because it's silver. And yeah, I'm in love with this pen. It's one of my new favorites. I write with it a lot. It holds and does really well. It does really well with shimmer. It hasn't gotten stuck at all. Most of my other pens tend to get stuck a little bit with shimmers, and I have to like either force ink through or shake them. But this one has done really, really well. Even with Ferris wheel press ink, which can be really dry. And I did have him tune it with that in mind. Yeah, I love this pen. Actually, funny story. I went to the pen show literally at 9 o'clock. I made a beeline for this pen, and I bought one. I was like, I need this pen, but I wanted to make sure it was one of the lightest ones they had, because I loved the lighter. I love lighter color pens, and it was like my mission. So anyway, they were super, super nice. It comes with, as all their stuff does, with this really cute little stand that you can put your pen on. This one doesn't sit super well on it because of the style, but it's super cute. It also came with the notepad that I ended up using a ton of, and it has this little pen mark, like bookmark that it comes with as well, and their business cards. So I don't know, I love it. It's a beautiful, beautiful pen, and it is now a very cherished part of my collection. So yeah, since that was the first thing I bought, I wanted to sort of start with that. And then from there, like I said, I did go to, Kirk Spears store, Pen Realm, thank you. And I got this. I probably purchased like from Pen Realm like 4 times. I just kept going back to that booth because I found out his kids run the booth, and they are like the kindest, sweetest, funniest people ever. So yes, I did get the Lord of the Rings. And while we're here, this is going to be kind of like a random swatching of things I got. So just, you know, bear with me here. Yeah, I went and I got this, and I thought, oh, it's going to be perfect. And then I literally ran off to a coffee shop and and inked it. We left before noon even, because I had to play with both this and the new pen. So let me just swatch this. Ooh, that's wet. That's wet. Look at that. It is a beautiful, beautiful ink. It's an ink that I had wanted for a little while anyway, right? So it's not like brand new to my collection and like, oh my God, Emma, why do you have that ink? Like you never even showed any signs of wanting it. No, I did. But, oh wait, this is not water. Hold up a minute. I need to go get water because I am swatching things and I don't have water, and I thought it was water, but that is acetone. I will be right back. We are not dipping anything in acetone. Okay, I'm back, and I have an actual cup of water to dip this in to clean it. Yeah, way better than the acetone I almost dipped it in. That would have been very bad, Emma. Very, very bad. So yes, I love this ink. Beautiful. I'd had my eye on it for a while. It wasn't like I bought the ink because of the pen and I had never even heard of it or anything like that. I knew what it was. I loved it before. I just hadn't pulled the trigger on it. So found the reason to. Other inks I purchased that I'm really, really excited about are the Colorverse. I've also used this one, and it's stunningly beautiful. The Colorverse 2024 Special Ink Glistening Blue. So this one is the one with the glistening blue. Oh my God, why can I not think? The glistening blue shimmer in it. And until this point, I had not used Colorverse. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I love this ink. And I've already inked it up once in one of my pens and gone through the whole thing. So that'll tell you how much I love this ink. Let me see if I can get enough of it in this nib holder. There we go. Wait till you see this when it dries. Look at that. Oh my God, it's so, so stunning. It's so stunning. Get a lot of it there. And then Colorverse 2024 Blue Dragon Glistening Blue Shimmer. Yeah, stunning ink. It's made me want to try a lot more Colorverse inks. I do like that they have kind of like a space theme to a lot of their inks, especially the advent calendar. I did not get the advent calendar because it was really expensive and I'd already spent way too much money on inks, so on pens, so I wasn't going to buy the advent calendar, but maybe next year I will get the advent calendar because, yeah, like I said, I really, really love this ink. I did, however, get 3 mini inks of theirs, and I love that they did this. A lot of the sellers were doing this. I can't, ooh, okay, that got all over me. Well, is it even an ink video if I'm not covered in ink? I can't remember which vendor I bought some of these things from because I was there. I went back so many times to so many different vendors. But I did have to get a few of these. So I got the, you'll see the theme in a minute, but all the vendors were just so lovely. I'll do a little B-roll at the end of this video so you can see the, what it was like being there, but it was so fun and they were so cool. Everyone was just so nice. So this one is Mars Curiosity, and then I got Opportunity, and then I got Hubble. So I was trying to go with like rover theme, but they didn't have another rover, so we went with Hubble because, you know, close enough. It's not a, I know it's not a rover. My science teachers would kill me, as would all my dork friends, as would the everyday astronaut, but it's you know, it's something man-made that is up in space to observe. So I figured, you know, close enough. Okay, so let's see this Mars Curiosity. It also looked like a really pretty color. I don't know if it's shimmer, so shake it up anyway. Okay, I can see why they give you a pipette because I don't even think I can get this. Oh, I can. Okay, I can't get that in there. Cool. Ooh, see, now that does kind of look like Martian soil, right? Like when you see pictures of Martian soil, it's like almost orangey red. Yeah, I can definitely see that being Mars Curiosity. Ooh. Yeah, really, really, really pretty. I love that one. Man, this is making me almost regret that I didn't buy the advent calendar because I know that I think it's Mars themed again this year. So more stuff to look forward to, but that's a beautiful color. Oh my gosh. Beautiful. I have like an orangey Jinhao that I think that would go really, really well in. Let's try this Opportunity. I never use these to cut my cuticles ever, but they're the best for opening anything. They really, really are. This one's over here for some reason. Okay, that's it. Okay, cool. That's easier. Then I get to keep the sticker. They all come with these little pipettes, like I said. And again, like I understand why now, because yeah, they are really small. So getting them out is a thing. But the bottles are so cute. Jesus, look, even the little tiny bottles are so cute. They're like little, these are basically sample bottles, like large, very, very generous sample bottles. But they're so little, but they're still so cute. It's almost like they're cuter because they're little. I don't know. I get really excited about ink. I love purple. Okay, purple is like my favorite color. If you don't know, I have purple hair. And so obviously the fact that this was both a rover name and purple meant it had to happen. So, shut up! That is the coolest color ever. Oh my God, I love this color. This is going straight into my plum Twisby that I just bought. Shut the front door. Are you kidding? This is stunning. Oh my God. Colorverse. Opportunity. This is gorgeous. What? Look at this. No way. Oh my God, that's gorgeous. That's like fuchsia. I've actually dyed my hair that color. Don't judge. You knew if you worked, if you worked in games, you'd do it too. No, I'm just kidding. No, I love that. These colors are really pretty. I've been sleeping on Colorverse and I don't know why. I'm really glad that I found them. All right. Now, I did buy Hubble specifically because it says Hubble, not because of the color. So I didn't even look at this one. So let's find out what this one is. It was you needed to get 3 sort of a thing. So I did go with that. Is this another one where, no, this one does actually have to be opened here. So let's go. Let's see. I'm pretty sure I'm in frame, but we'll go here anyway. Let's put this in here. Let's go. There we go. I cannot imagine using this on my cuticles. Like my fingers, I feel like I would cut my fingers off, but for this, they're amazing. All right, so I'm hoping that this is a nice brown because full disclosure, I bought the Coffee Monsters Co. ink and I expected it to be brown and it's not brown. It's like blue, which is fine. Like it's totally fine, but it wasn't what I expected. So, yeah. Oop, here we go. So hopefully this one's brown. Let's see, do not put the pen too far in this time. Ooh, yes, this one's beautiful. Now, I'm not sure why Hubble would be brown. If you are the kind of science nerd who understands that, please let me know. But I will tell you what it is, and that is really beautiful. So Hubble, Zoom, Colorverse. I'm still learning how to write with this thing, but it is so nice. So, oh, that is a beautiful, beautiful brown. Beautiful brown. Okay, that one might be going into my Coffee Monsters Co. pen after I am done with the Coffee Monsters Co. ink that is currently in there. Yes, for sure. That is really beautiful. You can see how this is dried. Like, just look at that sheening. That is stunning. I'm not seeing a lot of sheening or even too much shading. Well, there's a lot of shading in this one. I take that back. There's a lot of shading in it. And it's funny because there's like more shading in the writing. There's a lot of really beautiful shading in that one, actually. Ooh, that Mars Curiosity. Oh, yes, yes, yes. That one is going into a pen for sure. I mean, I want to put all of these in pens, right? That's the problem. You have more inks than you have things you can do with them. Speaking of all that, let's go ahead and do the Coffee Monsters Co. one. I love the little thing it comes in. It's so cute. I love her channel. I'm not gonna lie. I have been watching. I have actually never bought anything from her, but her channel is so soothing. I will put it on in the background just for relaxation purposes. So I thought this was really funny. Forgotten iced coffee. Esterbrook 30%, the Coffee Monsters Co. 30%, coffee grounds 15%, Arctic ice cubes 10%, oat milk 9%, unknown sparkles 6%. So I don't know. I thought that was really funny. So since it says unknown sparkles, we'll shake it, but I highly doubt that there's any shimmer in it because I haven't seen any. But let's give it a try here so you can see. It was definitely not the color I was expecting it to be. See what I mean? It's kind of like this. Is there more ink in here? Yeah, there is. It's like bluish, grayish, greenish. I really don't know. I'm kind of at a loss. It's not that I don't like the color. It's just it's not at all what I expected, right? So, Forgotten. Iced coffee. Iced coffee. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Esterbrook. love this. This has never happened to me with this. There we go. Monster Co. And yeah, again, it's not that it's an ugly ink. It's just not the color I expected it to be. So it was shocking to put it in a pen and be like, oh wait, this isn't brown. So, but yeah, when I think about it, like it kind of does look like if you leave iced coffee and the stain that like happens around the base of it, right? Like, yeah, I can kind of see it, but definitely not like what I expected at all. So, was a little bit surprised by it, and honestly probably not one that will be used a lot. I don't know if there were more versions or more colors that they did together, and then this was just, I just got the wrong color, but I have for some reason I thought it was brown, and it's not. Again, it's not a horrible color, it just wasn't what I expected. It's almost like a taupey color now that I'm looking at it. I do have it inked up in my Coffee Monster Co. pen, and I don't dislike it in that pen. It flows very smoothly, I will give it that. So yeah, we're gonna let this dry, but unfortunately I am gonna have to flip the page to keep swatching. So yeah, let's see how we do that. We'll just very gently put that there. Let's see. Yeah, it's gonna do what it's gonna do. Okay, so the other inks I got, there were two more that I got. I got, of course, Charlie's Private Label, which I got from River City Pen Co. I got it actually from them. Let's see if I can open this. Might need my little tool again, or maybe my nails will be, I know nails aren't tools, so if you're into nails like I am, I am aware they're not tools, but sometimes I use them as tools and I shouldn't. But the only person I'm making mad is myself because I'm my own nail tech. Okay. Oh my God, really? How is this packaging besting? There we go. Almost bested by package. So I think this was like the unofficial ink of the show, Charlie's Private Label. I think Charlie is their dog, if I remember correctly, and this is just like a really beautiful blue. So I don't have a lot of blues. I think the only blue I have right now is like a sample of the Count of Monte Cristo from Wearing Oil. And then of course I have like blue black from Diamine, which I like, but I don't count it as a blue because it's just so dark. So yeah, when I saw this one, I thought, well, of course, Emma, you need to try it. And look how beautiful that is. It's just such a, I don't know, it's such like a classic blue. I liked it. I liked it a lot, so I decided to get it. So we're gonna call it Charlie's Private Label. Oh wait, it has a different name, sorry. Urban Ripple, there we go. Urban Ripple, Charlie's Private Label, and it's a really just beautiful classic blue, right? And I did not have a beautiful classic blue, and I thought, what better one to get? So yes, needed that one to come home with me. And again, River City Pen Co., they're just such cool people, and yeah, it was a no-brainer. The ink writes really, really beautifully too. Like I've put it in a pen already and worked with it, and it's really, really pretty. Yes, I write a lot, so I have inked up a lot of these, which I know is weird, but still. Okay, and then the final ink that I purchased was from Sven's Ink Solutions. Now, this guy is awesome. He makes his own ink. And my partner actually sat down with him to make an ink, and I have a video of that. I don't actually have the ink, but it was an orange ink with purple sparkles, or purple shimmer. And initially you think that's not really gonna be good. That's gonna look weird, but it looks amazing. It looked incredible. So it's like Halloween in a ink, like an ink that represents Halloween. So yeah, super cool. When I go to my partner's house, I'll take a short video swatching it to show you, but I do have a video that I'll put in here of him making the actual ink, which was cool. But yeah, he's amazing, and I'm really looking forward to working with him next time. I was supposed to make an ink as well, but he ran out of time, so we're gonna do it online, and I haven't gotten around to that yet. But he did have something called Buckeye Red, and I mean, hello, we are in Ohio, right? The Ohio Pen Show. You have to get Buckeye Red. You just had to. And it's a beautiful color. So let me swatch this for you. Again, right now, the only red I have is a wearing oil sample. And I think it's like Captain Hook. So I did need a red, but look at that. That was so cool. And actually I'm not doing it justice right now. So let me just swatch a little bit more here. I don't know if all the shimmer settled to the bottom. It might have, we'll see. Buckeye. It does some really cool shimmer and like shading from Sven's. Ink Solutions. Yeah, he's a super cool guy. And I loved the experience of making an ink with him and watching my partner go through it. My partner is not as big into fountain pens as I am, so him geeking out over it, it was really cool. It was really, really cool if he geeked out. I did get some samples from Lemur Ink. They were super awesome. I really, really liked those guys. They were like, they allowed us to test all their pens and test all the ink. I can't remember. I think I bought some of these inks from them. Like right now I'm kind of blanking on what all I bought from whom, but they were awesome. And I'm looking forward to seeing them again in other shows. I think my partner bought a pen from them is how it went, but they had all these cute little inks like in samples, and they just gave us like a bunch of them. And I think so we have like, I have 2 Sirenas, which are green looking. I have blue black from Pelican. And then there's another blue black. So 3 blue blacks and then 1 Hana Ikada. So I'm probably not, well, I might as well swatch them. There's only 3 of them. So let's do that. But they were such cool guys. Like I swear, he bought his Twisby from them. So he needed a broad Twisby and they had the one he wanted. So, and they were just so cool. Ooh, that's really pretty. Okay, this looks like, those powder drinks. Hold on, let me just put, Pilot Hiroshikuzu Hana Ikada. It looks like Crystal Light. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. It kind of looks like Crystal Light. I love that color. That is really cool. That is really, really cool. Me and pink inks. It's a miracle that I did not buy any pink inks. And I actually told myself I was not buying any pink inks because if you saw my Japan haul, you know exactly why I can't buy any more pink inks. It's like I have too many right now. So I needed to like branch off, but that's really cool. And because I didn't buy it, technically I didn't break my rule. Haha, you see how that works? Okay. All right. This is Sirena from Vinta Inks. I've never tried Vinta Inks, but I've heard really good things about them. So let's see. Oh, that's pretty. It's like a light dark green. No, this is interesting. Almost like moss. I don't know. Let's see. Vinta Inks Sirena. Get a couple of lines on that just to see sort of like how it works. That's really pretty. That's like a really pretty dark but light. I'm really curious as to how this is going to shade because it looks like there's already doing some interesting shading. I'm curious. I'll be interested to see how that one shades and how it dries over time. And then of course we have Pelican Blue Black, which I believe is supposed to be a pretty standard ink. So I shook it anyway because, one never knows. But let's see this one. Oop, here we go. Like I said, I do have the Diamine Blue Black. Okay, they're good on. Ooh, that's pretty. That's pretty. Very pretty. Very wet. Pelican Blue Black. And that is definitely more blue than black. I think the Diamine, when I swatched it, has been more black than blue. Like, it's definitely a darker blue-black. I like this one. I like this one a lot. Next time I go to their booth, I might have to get a full bottle of that one. Although with 3 samples, I might actually have a full bottle of that one. I just don't know it yet. Let's put them all together. Oh, that's really pretty. This Vinta Sirena though, that one, ooh, this one is cool. That one's really cool. And then you can see here the Buckeye Red, like how it's shading really, really nicely. That's really pretty too. They're all really beautiful inks, guys. I mean, I'm really thrilled with the inks that I got at the show. They're beautiful. While I'm here, I'm gonna actually take this out because I think I dipped it too hard and I want it to dry fully without causing a problem. So we'll put these separate over here. So then the other thing that I did was I had Kurt Spear tune one pen and grind the nib on another. So this is my Ravenclaw Lamy AL. And right now I literally just use all the ink on it, but he smoothed it. It's a broad. And yeah, there's literally no ink in it because I used all of it, but I literally had this, I think the last thing I had in it was this Colorverse, so we'll just dip it in the Colorverse. And right with it so you can see, but like he made it so that it was juicier. And it's beautiful. Just stunning, stunning pen. That completely got away from me. But yeah. And then he also did a love note grind on an extra fine Twisby for me. I asked him to basically make it a needlepoint with a love note on it, and it is a beautiful, beautiful writer. So I'll do it like this so you can see that it can write so fine. And in cursive, it's even prettier. I found out about this, I don't know if it's love note or love letter. Now I'm not sure. Either way, it's beautiful. And I found out about it from one of the gals who was a used pen vendor or an antique pen vendor. I don't know what they're called, I'm sorry, at the show. And she was like, oh, you need to ask him for that one. So I did. And I didn't think I was going to get an opportunity to work with him because I didn't make an appointment before going, but I showed up Saturday morning. And first thing I did was put my name down and he had a spot. So I was able to work with him. And he's awesome, guys. If you've never sat with him to have him work on one of your pens, he's super awesome. I was super intimidated though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you hear so much about him and then you show up and you're like, oh my God, it's Kurt Spear and I'm so uneducated and you know everything and I'm gonna look like an idiot. But no, he was super nice and he worked through everything with me and explained things, and he had a bunch of tester pens so I could like test out the different grinds, and he was like really honest. He's like, that's not working right because you're holding your pen weird, and I do hold my pen weird. So he was awesome. I really enjoyed working with him. Next chance I get, I will also work with him. So yeah, he was awesome. Speaking of Kurt Spear and Pen Realm, I did go back to their booth several times. And two of the other things I bought from them were these two pens. So they were super awesome and they let me test this pen. So this pen I have wanted for a long time. This is the Coffee Monster Co. pen in a medium nib, the Coffee Monster Co. SD, I think it is, in a medium nib. And I wasn't sure if I wanted the medium nib or if I wanted a journaler. And I thought, well, Kurt Spear's there. I can always have him tune it, right? It doesn't matter. But they let me actually try the medium nib and I fell in love with it. I was like, yes, I love this. And I wanted it to have a lot of marbling here. I wanted it to be really light like it is back here, but I also wanted it to have some of the dark too. I didn't want just one. So this one has the orange and it has the brown. It doesn't have the red, and that's good because I didn't want the red in it. To me, that didn't make sense. It just wasn't my style, but look at the nib on that. I don't know if you can see it. It's so cute. But I loved the feel of the nib of the medium, and it didn't even need tuning. It was perfect out of the box. So It's currently inked with the Forgotten Iced Coffee, and it's a beautiful, very, very smooth writer. I really enjoy writing with it. Let me see if I can do a little sample here. The ink on the other side should be dry, but it's so, so beautiful, and it writes so beautifully. I was thrilled. The minute they let me sample it out of the box, like sample it, like dip the pen in and sample it, I bought it immediately. I was like, number one, thank you for letting me try this pen before I bought it. Thank you for opening the package that you had underneath, because they had an extra fine or a fine on top, which I know I didn't want. Yeah, thank you for actually letting me try the pen. That's what made me realize that, yes, I do want it, and that I like that nib. I would never have known that I liked a medium and an Esterbrook otherwise, ever. It would never have been something that I even thought about getting. But they let me try it, and so I knew, and I fell in love with it. I said, oh my God, this is my favorite. I now have to try a bunch of other Esterbrook pens. They did have the Peanuts ones also in a medium, but I didn't get them because I had been looking for this one with these particular specifications. It just was unsure of the nib. But I hadn't been looking for the Peanuts one, and that was my like cutoff. Like, no, you're not going to spend $100 on a pen that you hadn't been looking for. So definitely stop there. But they also, and I did not know this, the pen also comes with stickers. And after I bought it, they're like, oh, do you know it comes with stickers? And I was like, say what? It does. It comes with these stickers. It is so cute. So I now have Coffee Monster Co. stickers, and I don't know if I'll ever use them because they're precious now. These are the first stickers I ever have where I'm like, this is precious, I can't use it. Well, you know, what are you gonna do? It also came with a little cartridge, which I guess I could use, and it has the little, I guess this is the label for it. Yeah, scan to activate your pen. Ooh, okay, I have to activate my pen. I didn't know you could activate your pen. I will do that at a later date. For now, I'm gonna put it back in its house. I've actually written with it quite a bit, but I just keep putting it back in here because I'm scared something's gonna happen to it. I don't know. I'm weird. It is what it is. If you're watching this channel, you must know me personally because I don't have a whole bunch of followers, and you know I'm strange. All right, and then my final pen, which I have not inked up yet, is my Eco TWSBI. TWSBI Eco, excuse me. And this is, oh, I did ink it up. My bad. This is in the new plum color, and I inked it up with the Colorverse Dragon, and it is stunning. It is so, so beautiful. And I have actually written with this before. And I love it. I'll bring out the book one more time to show you the broad, and show you how that's different. But, oh, TWSBI, there we go. Eco Plum. And this is the broad nib, and it puts down ink, you guys. It puts down so much ink, and I love it. I am here for it. Just look at that. It puts down as much ink as the Kakamori nib. I mean, it is a dream to write with. I like a juicy, juicy pen, and the fact that this holds so much ink makes it wonderful. I will be, I do want to trial a bunch of plum inks in it because I feel like obviously it's a plum pen. I like to match my pens, but I just wanted to use the dragon as much as possible, and so I put it in here, and I totally forgot that I'd done like 20 pages of journaling with it already, and refilled it now that I'm thinking about it. This one doesn't have to go back in here. It can go with the rest of my pens. So yeah, these are the pens and the inks that I bought at the show. The final thing that I want to show you, let me put this here, move it aside. The final thing I want to show you is I went to this really cute little sticker booth called Happiness Handmade. My daughter stole all of my stickers. Okay, no lie, she loved them. I can't find them. She says she doesn't know where they went. I'm pretty sure she stole them, which is fine. If she's liking them and loving them, that's totally fine. I don't care. I would have given them to her anyway. But I saw these and I thought, I have to get these. So look at that. for when you test inks. And I probably should have opened this first and then done all of this, but let's be real, I'm not like that organized. And I'm almost scared to use them. So I will definitely, I'll use them, I promise. But this is so pretty. And their stickers are stunning. I wish I had the stickers to show you. I can't find them. More importantly though, they're lovely people. I met them and they were just like so nice. I have to go buy more stickers from them. I put a video up of them on my shorts to show like how cool their stickers were. So please do look at that. They were wonderful and I loved their stuff. And I also bought this acrylic block to be able to use these stickers because believe it or not, I don't have any stamps. I don't have any acrylic stamps. I just have like wood block stamps. So yeah, this is my epic Ohio Pen Show haul. I have all the ink all over my hands, so it's been a good video. I'm gonna end with some B-roll of the show and some interactions with vendors if I can figure out how to get that to work. But yeah, if you are ever in the position to be able to go to the Ohio Pen Show, it's a fantastic show. I definitely highly recommend them to everyone because it was so chill and it was so laid back. This actually does dry way more coffee colored than it goes down. This ink is growing on me so hard. Anyway, sorry. I'm like looking at the Coffee Monster Co. ink. ADHD medication has worn off. So anyway, if you have the chance to go to the Ohio Pen Show, I highly recommend it. You will not regret it. The vendors are amazing. Everyone was so welcoming. There isn't a single negative interaction that I can speak to. Just a beautiful, beautiful show. And it's now made me want to go to every other pen show that I can find. So I will probably be going to a few next year, definitely some stationery shows. And yeah, but it is a great starter show. If you've never been to a pen show and you want to start off easy, I highly recommend it. So yeah, if you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everybody. So wait, what ink are you making again?
The purple, like with purple shimmer on it.
Purple shimmer, that's so cool.
That one has it in there, it's just dry.
Yeah.
Dry, and I think it needs more. I'm gonna start putting in more additives there because I think that color is gonna stay pretty solid.
So he has all these inks right here if you want to test
Oh yeah, maybe put the light on it.
He's plugged in.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'm not gonna lift it.
Custom session right now, custom making a
That's really cool. Yeah, I can see like you can't really.
The purple really shows up once it dries.
Yeah.
I'm cooking the ink right now so that way it kills off any dyes. I can see the shimmer sitting in
Yeah, that's really
a lot
cool.
more this time.
So I can.
How do you feel about that amount in there? More, less? Let's get a... See what it looks like while it's written.
Sorry, I'm trying away.
Yeah,
I'll
right
look later.
hand.
You do whatever you're gonna do, baby. I'll take care of it later.
Yeah. Water.
You need a refill on your water? Or you good?
I'm good right now.
Yeah, I would be down for more, but looking at this swatch here, I think, like you said, more of it shows up as it goes. So
Yeah,
I'd be
it
I'd be
dries.
leery of doing it
Let's
more.
let it dry
Didn't
before
like
I
it too dirty then.
let's dry before I touch it anymore. Because really, like that's only when you're swatching it versus when it's written. It'll look a little different.
Yeah.
So does that have the normal amount of shimmer that you put in it now, or does that still have a little bit of?
2/3 of what I normally do
2/3.
so far right now.
Do you just not want it to be as shimmery?
Yeah, right now.
Mike?
Some people like it super shimmery, some people don't.
I was just nervous that it would get too dark.
Mute the color.
Oh, I see.
But I don't think it will. I think you can
I
probably...
think it's holding that color well. I can see it clearly in the swatch, but I don't see it in the writing. So I'm thinking a little more just
One more shot.
rewrite it.
Yep, that's it.
Do me a favor. Can you watch
That's just the way I see it. It's like I know what to look for
You've done it once or twice.
a few times.
Just a few.
So this is up to my normal amount I generally check.
How did you learn to do this?
I can Google.
Isn't that the best?
Google University for the win there.
University of Google and YouTube, which I guess is the same thing, right? YouTube and Google.
There's not a lot of resources out there. I had to really dig to find some, and then at one point I found someone else who posted their recipe, bought the stuff to make it, made it. I'm like, okay, yeah, I see how to go about this, and then I started experimenting with the other colors of dyes from the line of dyes that they recommended, and then here I am.
Yeah.
A year later.
At a pen show?
Yeah, at a pen show doing ink.
Are you going to be at the Orlando Pen Show?
When is that?
I
don't
dropped the
know.
brochure on the floor.
I don't know.
What,
Atlanta's in March. I know that.
Yeah,
March.
Atlanta is in March.
Atlanta is.
Oh, sorry. Thank you.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, that's where Atlanta.
I asked because it was up there, September.
So, next
Next
September?
year.
Yeah.
Plenty of time to plan.
You're like, I don't even plan that far ahead.
Probably not, because I know Detroit is at the beginning of
Oh.
the year, and that's like my home show. That's where I
You got
started.
to.
And that's also the Detroit show is generally ends around the anniversary of my shop, so it's like you might as well show up there and
Yeah.
launch new colors then.
Do you have like a card or like we can like follow and see where you're going to
I
be?
grabbed it yesterday too.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Yeah, take some. I've got plenty of those.
Sven's
Do you have
Ink
extra-
Solutions.
Yeah, if you have extras, hand it
Oh
out
wait,
to a
here.
friend.
Here's all the like social
Yeah.
media. So if anybody of my 10 followers, I mean,
10 followers. Okay.
like see this and are like, oh yeah, I'm
Started a
curious.
hat company doing this.
That's 10.
There you
that's,
go.
That's 10 more people that didn't know about me.
Right.
There you go.
Post.
Put it in my bag so I don't forget. Oh yeah, you can really see the shimmer trying to come through in the.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah,
sorry, honey.
the drying definitely.
Yeah. Especially with the purple.
My brother's elected, and I keep telling him to try.